Hello everybody, I am Hippie Headbanger and welcome to my channel. One of the most important things that I've noticed about minimalism, and one of the things that I find a lot of people struggle with the most, is the concept of less is more, and coming to terms with eliminating the excess clutter for the sake of one's own happiness and general well-being. Living in a messy and cluttered space really can affect your mood and your mental health in ways that you might not even realize. A cluttered space can lead to a cluttered mind, and removing the things that no longer serve any purpose to you can help clear up what's going on inside as well as what's going on the outside. So today I'm going to be sharing 6 things that I only own one of. Growing up, of course, we took a lot of pictures, and I don't really have a lot that I cared to really keep around. But the few that I did all fit within just one little photo album. And I think that is enough for me. I personally prefer to keep my photos digital unless I feel the need to print them out, just because they're all right there and they aren't really taking up a lot of physical space. That's one of the main things that I don't really like about photo albums, and one of the things I actually really don't like about keeping sketchbooks or journals either is they just take up a lot of space, and there's no real need for that. But I do have one photo album with a few pictures that I've taken over the years, mostly on vacations or pictures of me when I was younger and with my family. That is why I only have one. Despite the fact that I don't really like keeping physical journals, I do actually have one, and it started as just a little project to use it up. It was a really nice journal that I had received, and I didn't want to give it away because it was a really nice book and it had already had some used pages in it. So I figured that I'm going to use it up, and then I will decide what I want to do with it later. And I think that I'm going to drop it in one of those little neighborhood little library things you can find in the neighborhood, where you just put books and then you tag books that you want to read, just because I don't really like the idea of throwing it away, and I figured maybe somebody would like to read that, maybe not, who knows. So I only have one journal. Along with the journal, I only have one planner. This is one that I actually set out myself. I had received this book for Christmas a couple of years ago, and again, it is just a very nice little book, and I wanted to make some use of it, and so I decided that I was going to use it as a planner to keep things in order and remind me to do things that I need to take care of. And for a long time it was kind of just on and off, but recently I find that I've been using it every day, and it really helps me to stay organized. And when I am done with it, once it is all filled up, I will go ahead and recycle it, and maybe I will end up buying another one afterward. I only own one binder, and this actually works in 2 ways, because I keep a nice binder with all of my decent drawings in it, all of my finished pictures that I make with colored pencil. I will keep them in that book so that they stay nice. I keep them in the sheet protectors, and I keep it nice and organized based on the ones that I like and when they were made. And I had 3 at one point, and I just decided I don't need 3 binders, especially when only one is being used and it is not even half full. And so I decided to get rid of the other 2 and keep the one that I like the most. And as I believe I've mentioned before, I do own a chest binder, and it is way too big, but I only have one of them. I am trying to get rid of it. And meanwhile, I have one that is on the way now that hopefully will fit, because that would suck if it did not. I only have one bookshelf, and it's not even really a bookshelf. It is a headboard that came with the bed that I own, and I've had this bed for probably 20 years now. And it's a good piece of furniture. It's very reliable, it's very sturdy, so I never really felt the need to replace it, despite maybe being told by other people that I should trade it in for something newer or something bigger. I like my bed, it's comfortable, and I like my headboard. It holds just a decent amount of books. I don't have a lot of books, but the few that I do sit nice and comfortably up there. And so it does the job, and I don't need any more shelves for books. The couch that I do own, I also brought with me from when I moved out of my parents' house. And it is a fairly old piece of furniture. I don't remember when they bought it. It definitely looks a little worn down, but again, it serves its purpose. It does a good job at what it is supposed to do, which is be a couch for people to sit on and watch TV or hang out, play D&D, do whatever we plan to do in the living room, and I really feel no need to replace it, especially considering the fact that I do plan on moving into an RV within the next year. It makes no sense for me to replace this older couch with something new when it's not going to even fit in the van when I move into it. That is just 6 things that I own only one of. If you have a few select items that you only have one of that you want to share, please let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow and reach new people. And I look forward to speaking to you guys next week.